could make it with a 30-foot trailer, but probably not anything bigger than that.
Yeah. We did read, so this is the part with the ditch.
In this week's episode, we walk in the footprints of giants when we visit a town with glowing reviews.
A little bit nervous. It did say reservations required between 7 and 4, but it's after 4 o'clock. Mike read on one of the other signs, it said an hour wait from that point. So here's the moment of truth, guys.
Do we make it inside the iconic Arches National Park after we forget to make timed reservations?
I swear recently it seems like it hasn't been a travel day without you on the ground looking up underneath the truck for something.
Before we leave, lightning strikes again with more trouble, sending Mike into a fixing frenzy.
The entrance time is 7 to 5, which we found out yesterday when we came too late.
Finally, we head to Mexico and visit some Aztec ruins. Or do we?
Do you want to go on an adventure? It is the end of our week here at Antelope Island, and I wanted to share with you guys how we did on our water situation, because we did have full water and electric, but no sewer. And as you can see here, our tanks 1 and 2 are 2/3 full. Tank 3 is also full. It says our blank tank is full, but we need to clean those sensors. And this week we just basically lived life as normal. The only thing that we kind of restricted ourselves with was long showers and multiple loads of laundry. But I did still do 1 load of laundry, and we did still have showers. So this is basically just living life as normal for us in the Brinkley, trying to be a little bit conservative with water, but not crazy. Not doing anything really cumbersome or anything like that. And we were able to manage to do all the things we wanted to do.
All the things.
All the things. So apparently we can have, I mean, we kind of thought this about 4 to 5 days anyway, but we can basically go for a full week on the Brinkley gray and black tanks. Now, there's not that much water. If we just were using our fresh water tank, we would run out way before we filled up our tanks. But because we had access to full water, we were able to go the entire week without having to dump.
Or fill up.
But
Because we have partial hookups.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, okay, that's not quite as much of a flex as you think.
Flex!
What's wrong?
Well, the added lights, the added safety lights I put on the rack, the bike rack got pulled out or cut or something, I don't know. So, another thing I'll have to repair, I guess.
I mean, our trailer lights still work,
Yes.
but the additional lights for the bike rack, because yeah. Sorry.
Me too.
Hey guys, once again fixing stuff. Of course, it's travel day today, which makes it even more crazy, but we don't really want to be unsafe. We're going to try and get this fixed before we leave today, which is going to be fun. I finally found the red wire. Wow, that was been sucked all the way back up in there, hadn't it? Now, with thin little wires like this is probably slightly too large of a splice for these wires. These are 18 to 22 heat shrink wire splices. So what I do is I fold the wires in half, leave a little bit extra, fold them in half. That gives a little bit more to grip onto, and they usually stay on pretty good. Exciting times though on our travel day today. Our window's coming. All right, we got these all spliced up. They look pretty good. I should probably test them before I heat shrink this all together. That does require me to hook the truck up though. Let's see if the cord's long enough. I was able to hook it to the plug in the back. It didn't reach to the bed. Left turn signal success. Woo! Right turn signal success. Running lights are on. Hey, brake lights work.
Sometimes you just need 2 hands to do the job. But
I have 2 hands.
Oh, I'll let you shut the final door. He was able to get the bike rack light working for us again, which means he had to fix that before we got on the road, just for extra visibility. There's always just these little projects that have to be fixed, kind of day in, day out as you head down the road.
Oh man, I almost forgot you guys. Don't want to do that. You guys want to come along for the ride, right? Here's the water where the bison, I turned the water on. This happened 3 times. 3 times. Some more bison footprints. You see where they are there. Here's the water spigot. They like to get on it, and I think they hit it with their horns. Actually, you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but here is bison fur right here. I suppose you could say, well, they're just scratching on that scratching post, which is true, but they actually like that post to scratch on because it's got the metal sign on it. They have it on all night, of course, because they don't turn it off. Bison are very inconsiderate. The ranger comes around in the morning and turns it off. It is the bison doing it. There's no question there. They are 100% turning the water on. The real question is, are they doing it on purpose? I think so, because I don't think they want to walk to the freshwater springs. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. My cray cray.
Mike is dumping the tanks. I am walking Kayla to empty her tanks. And then we are going to be off like a herd of turtles today. Honestly, I'm kind of sad to leave Antelope Island. I'm going to miss the bison. They came to our campground again last night, to our campsite, to say goodbye. Turned on the water at the campsite across from us, and then snorted at Mike when he went to go turn it off. Goodbye, bison!
Bye!
Goodbye, buffalo!
So many buffalo.
Thanks for the memories. Oh, there's more bison.
Tricky Antelope Island turns aren't gonna trick me now. I'm going straight.
That's right. We are headed to the home of Josh the RV nerd.
That's right.
Is he based out of Salt Lake?
I have no idea.
To?
Get bish fixed.
No.
Not really. We would have.
Well, we would have, but the window didn't get here in time. So we're headed there to pick up our window and more content for you guys, because he's gonna install it himself.
Yep.
Yay.
Put it in the comments if you know how to take off the gray trim
Turn
on the
left.
outside, the inside of the RV.
Let us know. So we are headed tonight to a campground that Michael found.
So it'll be all my fault.
No. So, do you remember the name of where we're going since you found it?
BLM land. It's in Moab, Utah. I don't know where.
It is in Moab. I'll give you half stars for that.
And it has Dinosaur Tracks near it.
It does. Oh shucks! Now that I've questioned you about it, I'm not gonna remember. I know it starts with a C.
Is it Salt Rock or something?
No, not that kind of C.
You got jokes.
I got jokes. No, like a C. I think it's something rock, but I think I'm mixing it up with Cap Rock. Hold on. Hold please. Courthouse. That's the one. It's Courthouse.
Rock.
Courthouse rocks. I don't know. But it's in Moab, so we're headed there. But we don't have to know yet, because first, fishes.
That's
Get
right.
the window, and then on we go. Next 2 travel days are going to be longer days, because we've got to make tracks to our next epic adventure, which I'm pretty excited about. I've been counting down. I'm not going to tell, I don't think we've told them yet, so I'm not going to tell them yet. But you guys definitely, if you're not subscribed already, please pause the video, go subscribe. YouTube also has a tendency to unsubscribe you. So even if you've already subscribed, just make sure you're subscribed. And while you're there, you can hit the thumbs up button for us and tell us how much you like this content, because it's free and it's an easy way for you to help support our channel. We had to stop at Bish's. Got the window. Yay!
Yay! Watch somebody run into another RV.
Oh my gosh, somebody just hit a trailer. And there's a... Oh! And he's backing up. Oh my gosh, that's a nightmare. Like just sitting in the parking lot and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh. And then there was nothing I could do to stop it. But I saw it happening in like horrible slow-mo.
We managed to get out, thankfully, without
you know, taking out anybody else's RV, but
Yeah.
it was definitely tight. It was hard getting out of there.
Had to back up.
Many times, then come back up, go forward, back up, go forward.
Like a 20-point turn, but we got out of there. And we are, according to the GPS, about 2 hours from our destination. But we've been traveling through this mountain pass and it has been absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Like I guess I was unaware that a lot of these shrubs turn colors, and the mountains have been quite lovely with fall colors. And here is just one more example of how travel days can be just a little bit more stressful.
Yes. He almost hit the pumps with his trailer, and then he almost hit us with the trailer.
So we've been on the road for how long now?
20 hours. I have no idea.
Clearly.
It seems like it's been a while.
We'll put on some music and bump up the energy a little bit. Get those triple digit miles down to double digit miles.
That's right.
Woo! Before you know it, it'll be for you guys, it'll be just like that.
In 1/2 mile, keep right to Tushar Canyon South.
Touching the rails.
Yeah, it's close, but we still got a couple inches. So that was a little bit hectic trying to get in. I definitely recommend like going down maybe to the chevron and then coming back, like circling. If you're coming from the north towards the south, I would recommend going past it and coming back. It's definitely got more
She got a really short RV.
right, it's definitely got a much better trajectory off of the main road.
You could make it with a 30-foot trailer, but probably not anything bigger than that.
Yeah, we did read, so this is the part with the ditch. It's hard pack, it looks like. Just take it slow.
A few moments later.
While Mike is getting the camera gear ready for our adventure, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek into a campground review. We're not doing a full-on campground review here because it's a pretty small campground and there's not a whole lot to say here. So this is our campsite. We stayed in campsite number 10. It does come with a picnic table and a fire ring with a layover grill attachment. It's mostly level from right to left, but it did need a good bit of leveling from front to back. And I would say that's probably the case with a lot of these campsites, but it has views for days. This is the view just outside our door. Right over here is the entrance as well as the pay station and the bathroom. I think that's a pit toilet there. This is parking for the Dinosaur Tracks. There are a total of 10 sites. You can see 4 of them here. There are 2 down at the end. Those are reservable, online only, and they are for people with horses. And these are the remaining sites. There's not a whole heck of a lot additional to this campground. Like I said, it's a pretty basic no-frills campground. Their cost is $20 a night, and that is cash or check, and you pay it at the fee station. Now, one of the really awesome things about this though is it is within walking distance to the Dinosaur Tracks, which is a huge amenity. So we are taking Kayla and we're gonna go there now. Happy girl. Let's go. Come on, Kayla.
Squeaky gate. One star.
Dinosaur Tracks were epic, but Squeaky Gate, 1 star. Thank you. What you Googling?
What's am I doing? I'm looking up the question you asked.
Which was?
What is this place like in the winter?
Moab in the winter is not as bad as you might think. The lowest temperatures are in December and January with a low of about 23 degrees and a high of about 36, with an average snowfall of 3.5 inches in December. Moab today is best known for Arches National Park. However, it has a much more radioactive past. In the 1920s, uranium and vanadium were discovered, and in the 1950s, Moab became the uranium capital of the world when Charles Stein found a rich deposit of the glowing material.
A little bit nervous. It did say reservations required between 7 and 4, but it's after 4 o'clock. And Mike read on one of the other signs it said an hour wait from that point. So here's a moment of truth, guys. Are we gonna get in or not? Wish us luck.
Credit card only, no cash. No cash for you.
Campground's full. We don't need the campground. Success! We're in! Woot!
That was easier than I thought.
Yeah, way easier. So hot tip, if you're like us and you get here and you realize, what were we thinking? We totally want to come to Arches National Park. Come after 4 o'clock. You may not be able to spend the entire day here, obviously, if you're coming at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but you still get a chance to see it and come in and see the things. So, yay! It is the night before take 2 of travel day for this week. We just finished eating. Kayla says she has not eaten dinner yet, so she's a little distraught. But we're filling up on fuel, and Mike is doing something that's extra special for you guys for tomorrow. He's cleaning the windshield so that hopefully there are no bugs when I take pictures and video. Because we're dry camping, Mike had less to do today on the outside, and so he's already got the truck all backed up and ready to go. He's retracting the back jacks as we speak. So we are just about to get this travel day underway. We were about to head out, and I reminded Mike we still had not checked the horn yet to see what's going on with that. And given how our last travel day went, we'd really rather have a horn while traveling. So we're going to take the extra 10-15 minutes, run the diagnostic, and see if it's just a code that can be cleared and we can get back on the road and it's fine, or if perhaps it's something that needs further diagnostics. This is a tool that has come in very handy from time to time. We try to always carry it with us, and it saved us in quite a few different times along the way. So it's just running its diagnostic now?
Yep.
So I guess what are we hoping as an outcome?
There's a fault, and if I clear the fault, the horn will come back. We're still getting the electronic brake control module fault, radio system fault, 2 faults with the HMICM, which is the computer.
And the theory being that if it's a fault that can be cleared, but if it's a fault that we clear and it comes back, then something is more in need of repair. Is that correct?
Yeah. Control module communication chassis expansion CAN bus off. Well, that may do it. Let's see.
So now you're clearing the codes?
Yeah. Nope.
Still no horn?
Still no horn. Cleared the other codes though. Guess that's assuming I know where it's at. You know, it's a lot easier to find the horn if it works.
I swear recently it seems like it hasn't been a travel day without you on the ground looking up underneath the truck for something.
2016 GMC Sierra HD diesel horn location.
And when all else fails, you Google it.
It's right there.
So you found it?
Yeah, but getting to it, not gonna be an easy task. I'll have to pop all of these connectors off and then pull this panel out and probably this grill piece off.
Just to even see if it's connected?
Because it's right down there.
That tool, is it vehicle specific?
There's a list on Amazon. Look at the product, it tells you all the vehicles it uses.
It's a bunch though.
It's a bunch. It's everything from like Alfa Romero to Porsche to GM, Ford, all of the major brands.
You can put the QR code in the video for them so that they can take a look at it and see if it's something they want to keep in their toolkit.
It's not necessarily user-friendly. The Blue Driver, as I may have mentioned previously, is a much more user-friendly version, but you can't do all of the things. Like you can't
do
tell
some of the things, but not everything.
Right.
This one's more inclusive of what you can.
The Blue Driver is like the iPhone version. You can go on there and you can just click. It tells you what the codes are, and you can click clear codes. But as the fuel pressure sensor proved to us, not all things will generate a code. They don't. So that's why that thing is handy, because you can go in there and look at it.
We're just taking it going really slow out this road because of all of the weird maneuvering and washboard roads. I kind of expected it to take us, the trip itself I think is 3 hours and 40 minutes, but I think I accounted for at least 4 hours of drive time today, just 20 minutes to get out to the main road. So if you want to see the dinosaur tracks and you want to have a nice quiet place that you don't mind just taking your time to get into, it's not a bad place to go, but it's definitely not an easy place. So I would say 2 nights minimum. I would not do this for an overnight. Curious, does anybody else do this? Like, I see a tractor trailer ahead and I'm like, oh, well, a tractor trailer is doing it.
In 1 mile, turn right on US 160, then take the first left.
I'm like, oh, if there's a tractor trailer, we should be okay.
We're driving through pasture land.
Are we sliding? We're sliding sideways on the GPS. It doesn't know where we are. The entrance time is 7 to 5, which we found out yesterday when we came too late.
The site got its name from early Spanish explorers who used Aztec to name many ruins, but this site was actually built by the ancestral Puebloan people.
This reminds me a lot of Pompeii.
Yeah.
You know, and the experience we had of walking through basically an abandoned culture, an abandoned city.
It's hard to imagine the amount of masonry work that went into this place. All of the stones that had to be cut square and chipped away at, all with ancient tools. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting that button. See you next week.